this is Prometheus giving you the 34 under blitz scheme that I used against my most recent opponent, my subscriber game. That was Glow 3128. I've never actually broken this down before. I've taken bits and pieces of these concepts from other Madden commentators, so none of this stuff is original. It's just basically how I run my defenses. Ever since I switched over to the 34, I've had some very good success against my opponents as far as getting stops and putting myself in a situation where be successful. My defense essentially has been carrying me more than my offensive schemes. My offensive schemes are just, are the caveat to the success with defense. But 34 under has a phenomenal blitz angles that you get from your safeties, either your free safety or your strong safety. And I want to go ahead and show you some of the plays that I'll be breaking down. First and foremost, I want to always go ahead and attack my opponent with coverage. I'll either go ahead and attack them with a cover 4 coverage or some kind of a cover 3, which would probably be like the 3 buzz show 2. What I'll do is I'll playmaker my linebackers into zones, giving that blitzing linebacker into a zone. The blitzes that I'm going to basically use are going to be the following blitzes. The fullback slant 3, simple adjustment, just crash your line down and then take your safeties and slide them out. Go ahead and use your middle linebacker and put them in one of the gaps, and you should be able to get a free release from the free safety. The other play would be the strong safety scrape 3. So if you're actually showing the same type of a look against your opponent, you'll have blitz coming off to the right hand side to be able to go ahead and get pretty good pressure. And another surprise coverage, what you can do is you can do the outside linebacker strike, or the OLB strike 2. Pretty much the same setup. You're going to take both the safeties and put them into the seams, and go ahead and do a QB contain, and then user my middle linebacker and put them in the gap of one of my defensive tackles and my defensive end, and basically I should get a free release with the defenders. And it's just another way to go ahead and just catch your opponent off kilter. As far as any kind of a blitz per se, which would be a man blitz, you can do the pinch buck O. Just use your middle linebacker and put him in the gap to go ahead and force it to think that there's actually 7 people coming. So let's go ahead and take a look at my base coverage, which is going to be probably a cover 4 or a cover 3 buzz. So what I like to do is I want to go ahead and try to force my opponent to go ahead and think the flats are going to be taken away, and force him to think he's going to get some time. So basically what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and pass lead up. I'm going to go ahead and take my safety and put him down, and to put my other safety right there, to go ahead and think that he's going to be able to get that. Now, a little tip that you can do is you can double base align, and that actually will go ahead and get your safety in a certain area that can come down a little bit. So it's a very fast adjustment, and when you're making adjustments on practice mode, they're snapping the ball within a matter of seconds, so it's not like a gameplay. As you can see right here, I'm taking my guys down, controlling them, and really it looks like there's going to be guys all over the area. He's going to basically have to take time to make his progressions, and that's what I want my opponent to get used to, is having to take time to make his progressions, because then I'm actually setting him up for the blitz. So as you can see right there, basically everybody's in the area, causing him to go ahead and make a bad pass. So the next play would be a cover 4, and what I like about this is essentially I'm going to go ahead and take my safeties and put them down. And put those safeties down into the holes, just to go ahead and make him think that I'm going to be blitzing him. But really I'm going to be going ahead and taking away those seam routes. So it's just going to force your opponent to actually go ahead and make some kind of a play down the field. He's going to think he's going to have a lot of time to make reads against you, and that's going to be when you're going to be in a situation where you're going to start doing really good. So. Alright, so the first blitz we're going to look at is going to be the free safety slant 3. Very simple adjustment. All I'm going to do is crash the defensive line down. I'm going to go ahead and pull the free safety down towards the line. I'll take the strong safety, if got time, and pull him down, and then I'm going to use the middle linebacker on the right hand side of the screen and put him in the gap. Just go ahead and do this against random defenses. And right here, we're able to go ahead and get a nice little tackle right there to stop a big run. As you can see right there, it's just an easy blitz to be able to get your opponent down, and when you go ahead and take out that defensive tackle, it's going to be very difficult for him to get the ball. He's going to force him to go ahead and attack the flats if he wants to get rid of the ball very quickly. But you've already shown to your opponent that you're actually going to go ahead and take away the flats with this defense. He's going to think that the flats are not going to be open based on picking a lot of cover 3. You see right here, you got the edge pressure, and then you get a sack on that. It should have been a sack, but edge pressure right there. I'm going to crash the line down. I'm going to go ahead and take my other safety down and use her cushion and put him over the guard, and you should get that edge pressure to go ahead and pick up an easy blitz. So you can see right here, this guard right here is actually taking on Cushing, thinking that there's going to be 2 defenders, leaving basically a 2-on-1 by even an all-pro tackle like Joe Thomas, giving the safety to get a free release to go ahead and pick that up. And I still got that guy falling back in the coverage to be able to take away some reads, so he might think I'm going to use her and come across over the middle to take this guy away. So it's going to force your opponent to make fast reads, which he's actually used to making a delayed read because he's seen a lot of zone coverage. Now conversely, what you can do is you can actually go ahead and attack your opponent with the strong safety scrape 3. Similar setup. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pull our free safety down, so it actually looks like he's going to be coming on a blitz. I'm going to take my strong safety and he should actually come down for that. I'm going to take my middle linebacker and put him in the gap again. And a free release right there with the defensive ends. Take Lewis and put him close to the line, use her left trigger with Cushing, and as you can see, able to go ahead and get the pressure off the right hand side. And generally if I have time, I'm going to go ahead and take my free safety and put him over. In the next play we're going to look at is going to be the pinch buck O, which usually is a standard blitz. And it's very simple. All you have to do is just do a QB contain, and you're going to be able to get easy pressure against your opponent. It's similar to other stuff that you've done before. So really simple adjustments, just one step. You're going to basically hold the blocker, and he's going to have to block at least 7 people to be able to stop your blitz. There we go. Easy tackle, fumble, able to get a turnover on that blitz. Real easy to set up, just QB contain and hover over the guard. And it's got really good run defense too. And the final play is going to be the outside linebacker strike 2. Really the adjustment is going to be very simple. It's going to be QB contain. Once again, take your inside linebacker, put him in between basically put him in the B gap over the left guard, and then you're just going to hold your left trigger, and from that you're going to go ahead and get pretty good reads. Now what you want to do is you want to try to set it up so he's looking at coverage. So as you can see right here, I got a free release once again on the blitz, and I've got guys in the flat too, so he can't hit me with any kind of a fast flat route right there. So he's able to get that ball off. But really what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and try to take my free safeties and put them in these areas to be able to take away a lot of those quick reads. There you go. Got to be able to get pressure off the left-hand side. and just another blitz right there. You can't get rid of the ball at all. So this is basically the scheme that I like to go ahead and use against my opponent in the 34 under type formation. This is going to be a scheme we'll be running online just so you can take a look at it. It's not new, it's not original. Other people have used a lot of these schemes before. I know Madden Masterminds rolled out the Dream scheme, which uses a lot of these blitzing concepts. But what I like about plays is that I can set up the coverages very quick. If I've got to go ahead and make a ton of adjustments against my opponent and basically go to different areas of the field, it's going to be very difficult for me to do that if I have an opponent that likes to run a lot of hurry-up offense. So that's why I do like this game. If you are new to my channel and you're looking for blitz tips, scheme blitz, or offensive schemes, and you want to see how they work in a real game, I recommend you go ahead and subscribe. You're going to go ahead and see my gameplay. You're going to see me use my schemes. You're going to see me making adjustments. It's going to be a little bit more in depth than what you would see with most tip sites where they tell you this is a money play, and then when you go online you go ahead and get blown out by your opponent with it. So it's just, I'm going to show you the real deal. You're going to see things that work. You're going to see things that don't work, so you can be the judge. So I really appreciate all my supporters and subscribers, and I hope this helps. And until